St. Clare could have gone either way. She was of a noble family, and she refused a good marriage at the age of 12. One day, all changed when she heard St. Francis preaching. It was a local rousing sermon. It was on the theme of penance. It was in Lent, and all began at that point. She fled her family home and was protected by St. Francis at the Portioncolo, where the little Franciscan family was being born. He placed her initially under the care of Benedictine nuns, but then removed her to a more isolated monastery, also Benedictine, and her sister followed her at the age of 15. The family sent 12 armed men to get her out, but at the intercession of St. Clare, they couldn't move her because her body became very heavy, and these 12 couldn't move her at all. Eventually, she was given by St. Francis the church near Damiano, or rather the monastery near the church of St. Damiano, and there she was able to set up the life of the Poor Clares as we know it. I was hugely influenced by these Poor Clares, for hardly ordained I had a lot to do with them. The ones I had to do with, except for one monastery, the one near us in Siena, had perpetual adoration day and night. The one in Siena I would go to every month and preach to them, and it was moving. Actually, the Archbishop who ordained me would go there every Saturday and celebrate Holy Mass for them and with them. These were quiet presences, and just to be with them brought us back to base, back to base, back to base. Jesus alone was sufficient. One of the first retreats I was given to preach was in a monastery in France. It was to the victims of the Sacred Heart, and they too were very austere, in fact even more austere. They had the old rite and they had no heating. They were extremely penitential. One didn't see their faces as one preached to them. They had this veil. They still had the double grill, and it was a journey into the past, monastic life as it had been for centuries, for the holy women, hidden from the eyes of the world. And I was moved by my being exposed to them so close to the moment of ordination. In fact, the prior had given me some of their spirituality to study in the retreat leading up to ordination. It was good that a priest should be also victim and priest. Coming away from them, I wrote these words under emotion. Veiled and hidden by two grills. O souls made all of love, O souls of fire, fair seraphim unseen, that hover high and nigh to Godhead's height, high, highest choir of maidens made of God. Beam where no cry of humankind may reach, and teach me all that need be known on earth. Here, where your light burns softly on and on, where droplets small of womankind's fair all die in the night. O suffering never heard, O word made known to none but him the King, O body poured into a place of pain, where naught was shown to any that came by. Here is adored with limb and hurting limb what is not seen, and I have stood 'neath sounds of having been. Nous nous retrouverons sur les nuées. It was, as it happens, my birthday, when I was with them. Un jour, un autre, encore un autre jour, tout fait de ce qui passe, et ce qui fut, demain sera encore toujours, hier sera cet aujourd'hui vécu. Mais vous, mes sœurs, du grand hier, qui ici vit encore, où serez-vous quand demain passera? Ce lieu si cher, qu'en naîtra-t-il alors ces sons si doux? Ô joie si triste, jamais dans la nuit fut connue telle lampe, et ce beau feu où meurt un lourd passé sans moindre bruit m'attire à m'approcher de ce saint lieu. Car ce qui fut sera et durera, là où selon hier nous cachera.